You are now listening to
Journey for Two podcast. Let's check it out.
Okay. All right. What's our topic today, babe?
Staying well, getting well from getting a cold. You might be able to hear I'm getting over a cold right now.
Okay. It's the season. Everybody, a lot of people are getting sick, as they say. And people are, what do they call it? They call it flu season. They call it, I guess that's what they call it, right? And everybody's getting sick. You might turn around and everybody has something, somebody at your office, the kids at school. And there's many, many, many reasons why people seem to get sick around this time of year, especially in the United States of America. We're not going to go over all those reasons. But we are going to go over some preventative measures, some preventative measures on how you can stop yourself from getting sick. And if you do get sick, how you can make sure it's not going to be a debilitating experience and that you're going to be able to bounce back quickly. So we have some categories. And first we'll start with preventative, because you can be proactive. That's the best thing. Why get sick in the first place? Or why get a sickness that's going to hold you back for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, when you can, first thing, avoid getting sick. Second thing, if you do get sick, you can shorten that length that infection is going to deter you. So what's number one? You remember the list? I'm going to bring it up. Sleep. Sleep is number one. Most of America is sleep deprived. And it seems like whenever I miss some sleep, or I try to pull an all-nighter like I was young, and I try to work extra hard or do extra, and I don't get enough sleep, it seems like I pay the price and I get sick. I think you pointed that out to me.
Yeah, it's almost every time you do that, you get sick within 24 or 48 hours. So
every time.
Babe got sick, and I got sick.
Yeah. And it happens.
It's a waterfall effect.
So, first thing, a lot of people think you can miss sleep and then you can somehow catch it back up, or you can somehow get it back or make up for it the next day.
Oh no, that's been disproven a long time ago. It's not a thing.
You can't.
Once you lose sleep, you lose it. They say that not getting enough sleep is equivalent to like smoking a whole pack of cigarettes in a day for your health. So sleep is so important.
It's essential.
Yeah.
And you don't get it back.
No.
You just don't. You can think that, okay, I'm going to skip sleep today or tonight, and then tomorrow I'm just going to rest a bunch.
No, because what does sleep do? What does our body do while we're sleeping? It heals. It rejuvenates. Our brain resets. Our core memories are stored so that we're able to recall them. We're able to remember them a week, a month, years down the way. If you don't get enough sleep, your memory's poor and your body isn't able to heal itself.
So you can't heal. So all the things that are going on, I don't know if you guys know about free radicals, or if you know about the wear and tear that you put on your body. Even just oxygenation is going in and it's affecting cells, and it's shortening the lifespan of your body continuously as you live and do different things. But when you sleep, you actually get to heal. You actually get to stop that aging process, re-heal what happened during that day. Even, a lot of people may think that's crazy, right? Okay, think about it like this. You stub your toe super hard before you go to bed. It's hurting. It's throbbing. You may even go to bed and it's still hurting. And then when you wake up, what happened?
It probably doesn't hurt as bad.
And you may even forgot about it. Like yesterday, you remember my knee? Remember how hurt my knee was? I hit my knee while we were working out. Hit it hard on a metal piece of equipment. I was down for a while. I couldn't walk for a while. And then when I got home from working out, it hurt. When I sat down for a little bit, then went to bed, it hurt. Woke up, feel like I could jump on this thing. Right? Of course, the little sore sort of touch a little bit. But literally, you heal overnight. How many times do you have a little scrape or a cut overnight? Then the next day, it's either scabbed over or it's darn near healed.
Right.
Done.
The thing that I always like to compare it to for my children, just because sometimes, kids want fast answers. All right. So like say you like bite your cheek in the morning when you're having breakfast. By the time you go to have dinner that night, your cheek is almost healed, right? Like you won't even notice that you bit your cheek. Your mouth heals super, super fast. And because of the environment, I think, but also because of the different tissues that are inside your mouth. Yeah.
There's a lot of blood flow there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So.
But the body heals.
The body heals.
But especially at night. Something happens at night. The brain releases some type of...
It's hormones. It's, your melatonin, serotonin, all those hormones that help your body heal, really. Hormones are huge. And part of our body's healing is getting enough sleep and having a healthy sleep cycle. So
sleep is huge. Gotta sleep. Now, a lot of people have a hard time falling asleep, right? Again, I go to some proactive things. If you're having a hard time falling asleep, first thing, you need to think about the habits that you're doing a few hours before you want to fall asleep. So are you eating sugar? Are you eating or using caffeine? Are you using stimulating substances or food, which is a substance? Are you doing these things before you're trying to lay down to rest to go to bed?
Not even that. Are you scrolling on your phone? Are you watching TV? There's science behind the fact that blue light won't allow us to go into REM sleep, which is the sleep where we heal. You have to get to REM sleep to heal.
Would you say then people need to, instead of watching TV to go to bed, which I do all the time, or scrolling on their phone, that they could read a real, actual, physical book?
Definitely. Read a book. Even if you just like put on like some like frequency sounds or like ocean sounds or rain sounds, thunderstorms, like whatever sound you like. If you need a sound to fall asleep, whatever type of sound you like to hear that just kind of helps you turn your mind off and doze off. For me, it's a fan. I have to have a fan going. If there's not a fan, I have a hard time sleeping. Now,
a couple of things. When you talk about sounds, I was just listening or watching I sent it to you as well.
Yeah,
they said that there's the fire, the crackling of the fire is at a certain frequency that helps relax and sleep. The crackling of the fire. I do like that sound a whole lot. And then, see, I don't know about the spectrum, because the blue light spectrum, like you can't really see the blue light, can you? That's emitting from the TV, right? I know I have blue light glasses that are supposed to stop it. Now that means, and it looks a little different, I guess, when you look through the blue light glasses. But anyways, they say the yellow and the orange of the fire also relaxes you or puts you in a relaxing state. I want to see the science on that. But
or just happy.
What was it?
Like
happy?
Yellows and oranges. They like make you happy and just like bring you joy.
Takes the stress out sometimes.
Those colors. It's like the emotions that people can read, like in your brain frequencies.
So if you have the yellow and the red, that's supposed to be really good. Then that blue light that's coming out of the TV, you think it's kind of almost like on the opposite end of the spectrum, like polar opposite or something. So maybe that's why it's so bad. Maybe that's why it's so not good. Continue or compared to the yellow and the orange. So read instead of just getting on that computer or your iPad, your phone, the TV. Read something. We talked about the frequency, getting something good to listen to. Now, let's see. Okay, number 2. We're still in preventative. Exercise. Exercising keeps you healthy in general. It keeps the movement is the solution. Motion is the lotion. And you have to move to keep the joint health. You have to move and exercise to keep the cardiovascular health. Lifting weights is an amazing exercise, and it really does wonders for you. And we know on many of these infectious diseases that people get, it's tougher on them, and the mortality rate goes way up when people are overweight. And that's a big factor of people being overweight is exercise, regular exercise. 5 times a week we've been really getting in.
Yeah.
How do you feel with 5 times a week exercise?
Good. Really good.
I feel like people really don't put the emphasis on exercise that they should, because it's something that really takes a commitment, and it's something that really takes time. And in our culture, in our society, especially in the Midwest America, where you drive everywhere, right? It's just you drive almost everywhere. And then when it comes to the weather, when that gets to changing and it gets cold outside, you really drive everywhere. Compared to lots of other places in the world where you still walk a lot of places, and walking is the best exercise. When I mean exercise, I don't mean you have to go and be Mr. Still and Mr. Olympian. I mean literally going and walking. If you're walking a half mile to a mile a day, that is exercise, and it's intentional. Mm-hmm. And while you're doing that, if you're walking a half mile, if that takes you 15 minutes, while you're doing that, the mindfulness and the thinking, those things we just don't get enough of as human beings anymore, because we do so much.
Sure.
There's work, there's school, take the kids here, do the different things. How many times we just sit and really use your mindfulness? And while I'm working out, it's a great thing, because sometimes I don't even listen to the headphones that are on, or I can even blank it out, and you just think, and you just be with your thoughts while you're doing a physical activity. It's kind of fun.
I like to think about nothing when I'm at the gym, except what I'm doing at the gym. I like to turn it off. Helps me, I don't know. But I do.
Yeah.
I just think about nothing. I don't think about what I got to do this week, what I got to do when I get home, what the house looks like. I don't think about anything except me at the gym. I don't know.
That's like an escape.
Lifting hard, lifting heavy, and feeling good about myself. So. No,
that's good. Just like an escape. Mm-hmm. That's something I think people need more of.
Yeah.
That they don't get. Well, also too, when you go to the gym, it's a conscious decision of working on yourself.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you don't go to the gym and, I mean, people have a lot of motives. Don't get me wrong, right?
Sure.
But you don't go to the gym and you don't work for someone else. You know, that's a thing. Like, no matter what you're doing, even if you're making money at your job, you're essentially, if you don't own the business, right? You're essentially going and you're making someone else's dreams come true. You're working for somebody else's vision. Even if you are a business owner, a lot of times you're working for the client's vision. But when you're in the gym, you are really just working for yourself, working on yourself. It's a pretty cool thing. Mm-hmm. It really is. I think a lot of people don't realize how malleable the body is, how really, really plastic that your body is, and how you can really shift and move things on your body relatively quickly, really relatively quickly, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if you actually commit to it. Because you can go to the gym 5 days a week, but if you're not eating healthy, you're still overeating, if you're still intaking 5,000 calories a day and you're going to the gym, you're not going to see results as fast. Okay, let's be honest here. Whoa. It takes discipline. It does, if you want to see results quickly. Now, if you're just doing it because mental health, I want to move, I want to feel strong, I want an outlet to get out, awesome. That is still so, so, so good for you and so great for for your body in general. So
well, but it does go in tandem. And so the next thing, and it shouldn't be the next number, but it should just be in it, is nutrition.
Yeah.
Right. And so you have to have that component to it.
You do. You have to fuel your body with good food, with real food. I think that's the biggest misconception is people are like, oh, well, I had a salad from wherever, I didn't get the cheeseburger. I just had the salad. Okay, well, what was all on that salad? What kind of dressing was on that salad? What kind of vegetables were on that salad? Were they, are they clean? Or did you just have an iceberg salad?
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like,
what's that? Just like water?
Yeah. Like how much nutrition, how much fiber, how much protein, how much nutrient dense is the food that you're putting in your body. And I think that's a big thing that just gets looked over, I should say, because people preach it, people talk about it. It can be a sore subject, but at the end of the day, it's very, very, very vital.
How much nutrition are you actually getting from your food? So you're at the gym, and let's say you walk into Planet Fitness. And Planet Fitness, they used to have this bucket full of these Tootsies, the little penny candy Tootsies? They're the purple ones. I ain't ate
Fruities?
it. Yeah, Fruities.
I used to love those.
Yeah, but they call Tootsies too. Tootsies and Fruities. Yeah, there's the different ones with the OO, right? Now, those things are delicious. I remember them. I remember, like, I don't know, it's probably been 7-8 years since I ate something like that, right? But man, something like that of the original brand, right? I know I've ate something like that from Natural Grocers or something that has like no artificial dyes or whatever, but it's still just sugar.
But it's still just pure sugar.
Still just sugar. Now, but what I'm getting at is if there's one thing nutrition-wise that you can start with, that you can cut out your diet that will accelerate your everything, your health, your looks, your well-being, the way you feel,
your skin,
all of it,
everything,
all of it is just to cut out one thing, leave it alone. Sugar and high fructose corn syrup. Sugar.
Yes.
And when I say sugar, I mean like all forms of sugar.
Yes. I just had to clarify.
Yeah. Like, you're right. And it's like sugar.
High fructose corn syrup. That's even worse.
And no fake sugars, not like the aspartame. Hey, what's the new name to aspartame? Amino something.
Amino something. I sent it to you. It's on my phone.
Did you send me a message with that?
I think it was on Facebook Messenger.
Facebook Messenger?
Yeah, because it was on...
I want to tell the people right now. I don't want to wait for this one. This is important.
I think that's when I sent it to you.
But no, even like sucralose, fructose, it's fruit sugar, but it's still processed. It's still they still are taking it out from it's still refined.
All I'm saying is if you can eliminate it completely from your diet.
Yes.
100% completely. Yes. One, while you're sick.
Okay.
Or two, for at least 2 weeks. Okay.
If you think you're getting sick too.
If you're getting sick.
Amino sweet. That's the new name for aspartame. Is amino sweet. Don't do it. Don't do what are the other ones? I'm not even a big fan of stevia. I'm not a big fan of sucralose. I'm not a big fan of especially not sucralose. What?
It starts with an E. Is that the one you're thinking of?
E3R.
E3R or something.
None of that, guys. When it says no sugar, you read the back label, and if it has any of those crazy ones that you don't know what it is, don't do it.
Which almost 99.9% of the time, if it's advertising sugar-free,
that's what it is.
It's fake sugar in it.
So the only way, if you want something sweet and you want to drink, if you really want to drink your calories and you want something sweet, you just got to get real fruit juice, 100% fruit juice.
Yeah.
Fruit juice is sweet.
Very, very sweet. I mean, get some real apple juice, real pineapple juice, grape juice, whatever it is that you
cranberry
like.
Mix.
Yes. You get a real, and not, you almost have to go to a real health food store.
Not
Whole
Ocean
Foods,
Spray.
Natural Grocers, whatever is in your area, and get a real organic fruit juice. It'll come in a glass bottle.
It'll come in a glass.
Okay, it's not going to come in a plastic bottle. No. But truly, highly, highly recommend water, and good water. Okay, there's a difference in drinking tap water and drinking good filtered water.
I would suggest spring water.
Spring water.
If you're gonna drink water, spring
alkaline water. At the very least, go to your grocery store and get you a gallon of distilled water or spring water. It's the cheapest way to drink good water.
It is. Now, a lot of people
buy
are
the
gonna,
gallon.
Now, look, put it in the comments because a lot of people are going to talk about water, and there's a water war. What I mean by that is, like Dr. Sebi will say no distilled water, that you need the minerals and nutrients, only spring water. Some people say, like Dr. Christopher, he was distilled water, probably because he knew about all the toxins that were in the water, and he just couldn't trust any good water.
Right.
But if you can get real, I'm under the impression, if you can get real spring water from the source, that's the way.
Yeah.
That's hard to do.
I really like the Ozark spring water. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
There was another one in Colorado we saw. Arrow.
There's Arrow.
Something.
But again, a lot of these come in plastic, which is tough because you don't want
really
the
unfortunate.
microplastics. You want to stay with the glass. And it's really tough. I understand. But
Yeah.
like you said, if you just go to your natural grocers or somewhere and get some good filtered water, and I understand reverse osmosis isn't the best, or the all those things aren't the best. There's nothing better, I think, than the spring. It's coming straight from how nature kind of wanted it. But that's a good second. I think it's the filtered water or the distilled water. Now, I grew up on distilled water. I like distilled water. I used to really like how it tastes.
I do like how it tastes.
It's really clean.
I would drink distilled water every day, all day, if that's what we bought. But we buy, we have big 5-gallon jugs that we refill in a reverse osmosis thing.
And we're moving to getting those all glass. Right now we have plastic. We want to move to glass on that as well. And like I said, when we say these things, it isn't like we're downing someone else or trying to guilt you into something. These are transitions that we're actively trying to make as well, or we've made. Right.
When you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
And we've come a long way.
So
We've
now
learned a lot.
And now we're getting into knowing more about plastics and how serious this microplastic game is. I noticed you got us a new shower curtain.
I did, yeah.
What is that?
It's 100% cotton.
100% cotton. So we got out of the
I
plastic.
saw a thing that said when you are putting on a new shower curtain in your bathroom, and you like smell the chemicals of it when you open it, right? And you like come into your bathroom, it almost lingers for like a month. You can smell the new shower curtain. Like those there's actually forever chemicals that are in those shower curtains that never leave your body.
And then they get hot.
Yeah, hot. And
did you do the kids too?
I need to replace theirs, but yeah, I got one for them too.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah, it's
but you bought it for them?
But yeah.
Okay, we'll place that today.
Yeah.
Now, I know it might be in my head, the placebo effect or whatever.
It is.
But it feels better in
But
there.
one other thing though is like you can wash it. So like the plastic ones, you just you could wash them, right? You take them off, but most people just throw them away.
Yeah.
Right? You take it off and throw it away. It's gross. You put a new one up.
Yeah.
So what we always did. No, you can wash these and reuse them.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Even better.
I like it. I really like
do
it.
too.
And when it touches you, it doesn't feel
feel weird. It's not like, ew.
Yeah, yeah.
Same.
It's nice.
Same.
I like it.
I feel like it doesn't like come into you either.
No,
like it stays away.
it stays where it's supposed
doesn't
to be.
like come attract to you. So go get you if you don't have one, go get you a 100% cotton
100%
shower
cotton.
curtain.
Good stuff. If it's organic cotton, even better.
Even better. But no.
Even better. Fair trade cotton.
Another way to transition away from like sodas or sugary drinks, because I was definitely addicted to sodas before. We were.
I love it.
But that was one of the first things that we did cut out when we went super healthy.
I love Sprite.
Love me some Sprite. I loved a cherry Pepsi or a cherry Coke. That was my go-to.
I like cream soda too.
Anyway, tea. Tea is really good.
Yeah.
Okay, I used to drink a lot of tea.
Tea can taste like Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Honey is a great sweetener. If you don't like honey, use agave syrup, maple syrup. There's so many natural sweeteners that we put on this earth that things are just naturally sweet with them.
Yeah.
So take advantage of it. You know, you need a sweet treat, use some honey. Put some honey on a banana or on an apple. There's lots of ways to eat sweet things or drink things that are sweet tasting without added sugars.
Okay, now that we're talking about sweets, I'm just get back to this too, because I know, like me, I used to really, I'm addicted, and I really have to work through it. And Snickers bars. A Milky Way, a good Milky Way.
Toffee.
Ooh, don't start talking about toffee. So this isn't a commercial for these poisonous places.
No, these are so bad for you.
Because these are the worst things you could eat.
But there's something in your brain that like
bad, but they taste so good. They really are.
In them.
Yeah, because they have these chemicals that really make you addicted and really make it taste so good. And it's like crack. It really is. Now, you can eat that without eating that though, because there's this nature's thing like that's called a prune.
A date.
A date. Sorry, a date. It falls off a tree. I seen it in Vegas. It's falling off the trees.
They come off the tree.
Couldn't believe it. And there's this date, and it's the sweetest, chewiest.
So good.
It's like nougat. You know, like the nougat that you really like.
Yeah.
It's like nougat.
It's like that.
It's like nougat, and I feel like these candy bars were trying to mimic this nougat, and then you can put some walnuts, some crushed walnuts on this bad boy.
So good.
And don't add no sun butter. To get you some sun butter. I'm not a fan of peanut butter. Peanut butter I feel like is a little too processed, has some things that aren't so great. A lot of people love peanut butter, but whatever, teach their own. I do a lot of the CB diet stuff. So I don't do the cashews either. And the alkaline nut here is that walnut and the Brazil nut, but I don't mess with the Brazil nut too much. But that walnut, put the sun butter with the walnut. Ooh.
A little drizzle of some dark chocolate.
Don't get me going with dark chocolate. And this is non-sugar added, right?
Yeah,
the
no
dark
sugar
chocolate
added.
is no sugar added.
You can get dark chocolate with no sugar added.
You can get it. So it's like how do you say that word? Cacao.
Yeah.
Cacao.
It's bitter. It's kind of bitter. But when you put it over the sun butter, the date, and all together, it tastes like you just bit into a Snickers bar.
A Snickers bar right there. There's nature's Snickers bar right there. And the cacao is like spiritual too, right? A lot of indigenous folks use that as, they do the cacao drinks, and it's a whole thing, it's a whole thing. I'm telling you. Woo! You don't have to eat a Snickers bar because nature does give you these things. And if you have a wife that can put it together,
it's so easy. There's also so many recipes you can make with dates. You can, they're amazing.
Oh, talk about the milkshakes with the dates.
Yeah.
You put the date in blender, the thing.
A date with some banana, a little peanut butter or sun butter.
Sun butter,
some
baby.
Nut milk or oat milk.
Coconut milk will do it too.
Mix it up. It tastes like a chocolate shake.
Yes.
Well, I do put chocolate in it. I put cacao powder. Like the powder.
Actual powder.
The dark,
It's like ground up. Look like coffee. My goodness.
I can't think of the real name of it, but it is.
But I'm telling you, that stuff is amazing. Yeah. So you can do all that stuff. Like you can have the sweets still without having the artificial sweets. Now, I'm not saying you eat these every day, but I did for a long time, at least a year and a half. I ate probably an apple, sun butter, and walnut every day with a little agave syrup. That was like an everyday thing for me. But so like I'm saying, and I wanted to express on something real quick because we're going to have Khalifa, or better known as Hakeem, out here on a podcast with us pretty soon. And he will be talking about, I'm going to ask him about, because he's on a 70-day fast, all raw food, so no cooked food, no water, because he's really into H3O, of getting all your hydration from filtered water through fruit. So that extra step of filtration where you just eat the water out of fruit. I'm thinking he's probably doing a lot of coconut water. Probably, is it just eating fresh fruits?
Watermelon, maybe?
Watermelon. He's big on watermelon. Do you know there's a cubic centimeter of watermelon is like 3 grams, or is a gram of water for every cubic centimeter of watermelon? It was crazy. Maybe it might have been 3 grams of water. It was unbelievable. Put it like that. It was like, wow. Now you understand.
There's so much water in watermelon.
Ooh. But yeah, so there's different ways to get to water as well. But I'm still a water drinker. You got to drink that water.
I have to drink water.
But there are people that elevate to that differentness of being able to get it from their fruits for some amount of time. I'm not telling anybody to stop drinking water. Just saying there's so many cool different things that you can go and look at and research and check out. But be hydrated. Get your nutrition right. We already gave you your top tip on nutrition. Just cut out the sugar. Cut out the processed sugar. Start there. We're not telling you have to be vegan. We're not telling you have to be raw. We're not telling you have to be vegetarian, whatever. If you could just cut out the sugar. Let's just start
and the
there.
drive-thrus.
Yes. Leave that drive-thru alone.
Don't go through a drive-thru.
There ain't nothing for you.
No. If a restaurant has a drive-thru,
there's really
don't
no
go
food.
there.
There's really no food for you. I'm trying to think if there's an exception.
I guess Chipotle, because you can they have like a pickup drive-through or whatever. But
Sure. Okay, I'll give Chipotle a what you call it. The thing is too, I know we'll get into organic food.
yeah, let's not
later,
get there.
and we'll get into
Let's not get there.
okay, but just baseline.
Okay, you're
Cut
trying
sugar.
to stay healthy, or you feel like you're getting sick, or say like all your kids are sick, and you're like, I can't afford to get sick. This is where you're gonna start. This is your foundation. Okay.
Shoot the sugar out your life.
Yes.
Bam. That'll help you.
Okay. And what's next?
All right. So we did nutrition. Oh, hey, can we talk about just trying to get enough vitamins in your nutrition? Like really thinking about it. Because you said it, like getting food that has vitamins.
Nutrient dense food, right? So I don't know, that looks like different for everybody. I don't believe that people should force themselves to eat things they don't like, right?
Okay.
So what do you like?
Okay.
What fruits do you like? Oh, you only like apples? Okay, let's get some apples and maybe let's try a pear with the apple.
Eat an apple a day then.
But yeah, so eat an apple a day. If that's the only fruit you can tolerate, eat an apple a day. Maybe 2 apples a day. Okay, and try to expand a little bit.
Is apple a whole food?
Yeah.
I think people forget what a whole food is.
It's a whole food, like the perimeter of the grocery store, friends. That's what we're talking about. Don't go down the cereal aisle, the bread aisle, the chip aisle. No.
Ooh, I like those aisles.
I know. I do too. I
Chip
swear.
aisle. Ooh.
I love food.
Chip aisle.
But
don't do it.
I love feeling good better. So
this is true. This is true. So apple, if you can only eat apple, if you only like grapes, then get you some dang grapes.
get a bunch of grapes.
Eat them grapes.
Yep.
If you love cantaloupe, if that's your jam is cantaloupe, then always have a cantaloupe, fam. Mm-hmm. Eat that cantaloupe.
Or if you're like, I'll eat any of it. I don't really care. Try to get what's in season. Get what's on sale. Yes. Get what makes the most sense for your lifestyle. Like, do you have time to prepare the fruit, or do you need something you can just grab it and run with?
Yes.
You know, get what makes sense that is going to be easy for you to follow through on your goals.
You know what else I think really quick? Don't go and get a bunch of it. See, I think this is where people go wrong, right? They get a bunch of produce and then it goes bad. And they're like, oh, whenever I buy produce, it goes bad. And so in your mind, you're like, oh, produce is a waste of my money. It's a waste of my time.
Right.
Okay. Well, then look, if you know you're only going to eat an apple a day, right? Don't grab a whole bag of apples. Right. Just grab 2 apples. Yes, you might have to go back to the grocery store when you need that other apple. But do that. But I'm sorry, like make that a part of your routine is every couple of days being at the market. Because that's really what you should only be eating is things that stay fresh for a couple of days anyway.
Really. Honestly, you know?
Live food.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if the crap in the cupboards, it's in the cupboard for a long time for a reason.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, like we always used to have to go back to the store between big grocery shopping trips to get like milk and bread. Right? Now we have to go back to the store between shopping trips to get like avocados and fruit and salad.
Vegetables.
Yeah.
Because you really should be going. Like, for example, like when there's farmer's market, we like to go Friday or Saturday and Sunday, right? To get a lot of the produce for the week. But you're going to run out of some of that produce during the week that you need. And you're going to have to get some other things, right? Not every, you know. Mm-hmm. And if it's really real food, it's going to go bad after a while. It just doesn't hold up unless you're jarring it or something like that.
And the thing about the best part about the farmer's market is it's picked the freshest.
Oh, yeah.
It's picked. Normally, people pick it the day before or the day of. They're coming to the farmer's market, and it'll last longer than the stuff you're getting at the grocery store.
But be wary, though, because there are a couple of imposters at farmer's markets.
Very true.
That really do, I think, go to Costco, just grab a whole bunch of crap, and then come there and try to act like it's theirs. Because the vegetables are too clean.
Yes.
They're too perfect.
Yes.
They're too, they're store looking because, the regular farmer don't care if the tomato is oblong or looks a little weird,
right?
Or if the pepper isn't perfectly rounded like a bell, right? And that's where you can tell a lot of times.
Or the potatoes are covered in dirt and
because
you gotta wash them a little extra.
They dug them things up. They dug them yams up today for you. That's what you want, is the ones that's a little dirty. And the people that say no sprays, or they say USDA organic, it's kind of hard sometimes to get that thing. But if they say no sprays, or you just talk to them, be like, hey, what type of sprays you use? You know the real folks. They're like, I don't use anything. Or someone will be like, oh, I brushed the leaves with some organic dish soap. Or, people will talk to you and tell you. But the people that are faking the funk, they're not even going to be able to speak the language. They're not even going to be able to tell you how they're sustainably growing something or doing something. So just a little tip too when you go to the farmer's market. There's a couple imposters. Watch out.
You can even get, we're not meat eaters, but you can even get fresh meat.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Fresh meat, fresh eggs, fresh cheese, all that stuff is directly from farmers.
From the farmer. Like, the cow's name.
Yeah.
Because that's a real gross thing.
They'll show you pictures of the
for real. For the meat eaters, you eat a burger from a place, you're eating like 100 or so different cows, maybe even more.
Maybe more.
Because they take all like the ends of the stuff that don't work, grind it all up, or whatever. That's not the premier cuts of the meat. They grind it all up, and then that's your hamburger, and that's what you're taking home with your ground chuck and your ground crap.
Right.
So at least if you know the farmer and no, this is from one cow, fam.
Like a whole cow gets processed at once if it's from a farmer, right? So it's, that's how you want to get
your meat. And when we were eating meat like that, wow, the difference of the burgers that we would get from your dad compared to the store, oh my goodness. Because your dad knew the real farmer.
I'll never forget when I first started buying like meat on my own and seeing the stuff that they sold at the stores. Like, that looks weird. Hamburger I had growing up never looked like that. Why does it look like that?
Was your hamburger dark?
Yeah, and you could like see like the fat in it, and the stuff at the grocery store, it's like bright red.
Yeah, they all color it.
Yeah, they color it or like dye it, or they like add nitrates to it or something. But like the real meat you get from the farmers, it does not look like that.
It's a dark, isn't it? It's a dark red. It's a real
dark like flesh color, which I think is why they dye it in the store, so that you're like, oh yeah,
it doesn't look
like flesh,
meat.
Like, but that's what it is.
What it is.
Let's be real.
Is what it is. If you're gonna put something on that grill, get something that's real.
Get something that's real.
Sex. So there's that. Okay, nutrition. How to do the nutrition part. Okay, so we're still on preventative. What about sunlight? People just do not think about sunlight. And I know when that weather gets to change and it gets harder, it gets tougher. But if you can consciously get out in the sun and let the sun touch your skin for 5-10 minutes, all it takes is 5 or 10 minutes. If you can do 10 minutes and you close your eyes and let the sun beam into your eyelids, and oh my goodness.
I mean, think about it. It feels good.
It feels good.
When you have the time to stop and smell the roses, as they say, and literally just let the sun beat down on you and hold still and just, it feels good. You can feel it warming your skin and warming your face. And
I did 5 different
you almost get like a little tingly feeling. And it feels good. There's a reason it feels good, because our bodies crave it.
Yes. Look, if you're Trill, put in the comments. I just went through 5 different songs where they say it feels good in my head. Drop a link to a feel good song in the comment. I want to see where your head goes. See, I was in that one. Then what about the gorillas? Yeah. There's a whole bunch of anyways, guys. But it does feel good and it's amazing. And then you could go the extra step if you really want to get wild. Take off your shoes and get in the grass and do it at the same time. Oh my goodness.
Ground yourself. Some grounding and some sunning.
Ooh, oh my goodness.
It'll feel great.
Oh my goodness. Okay. And last thing, easily avoid gluttony. It's hard, but just avoid just eating just to eat. All the snacking. Because it tastes good. And what's happening right now? Okay. We talk about it's flu season or it's sick season. People get sick. All right. Weather changing, so you're going to get less of this sunlight, especially for the Midwest, and you're not being conscious probably about getting the sunlight. Then add to the fact that you're going to go into the season where we call Halloween, and people are encouraged to do what? Eat what we just said, to cut out your diet. could eat a lot of sugar.
Oh my gosh.
Halloween parties, Halloween cookies, Halloween everything. Just eating candy because it's...
We literally, right as it starts getting cold out, we load our kids up with pounds of candy and sugar.
Sugar.
Why?
Sugar. Okay, then we do that.
Okay, let's not go into that. Anyway.
But then I remember when I was a kid too. So then like the sugar, it ain't just one night because you got a pillowcase.
That's
of
what I'm saying.
Candy.
So you have
And so you're
candy
eating
for
candy
like weeks.
the whole time.
And you're
And then
eating
you-
it every day.
And trading it
right?
with kids on the bus.
Every day.
Do kids still ride buses at school?
A lot of times, yeah. A lot of times, like, you know, I'm sitting there like before I'm going to bed, like eating a whole bunch of candy.
Smashing candy.
You know, because, yeah.
Whoppers, Three Musketeers,
Craziness.
Milky Way.
So irresponsible.
Wow.
I'll never forget one time my little brother, he's 8 years younger than me, but one Halloween, you know, my parents didn't stop him. They just let him go in. Kid threw it all up.
Gross.
Oh my gosh, so much candy.
Oh, that's bad.
So much.
What were they thinking?
They weren't.
Pops, what were you thinking?
My parents were like, you shouldn't eat all that, but
Whatever.
it's your candy.
Just let the boy go hard.
Yeah. I don't know.
Dang. Well, hey.
Right? Candy.
So there's that. Then,
So much candy.
but for real, and then before we know it, we're in this Thanksgiving phase.
Then it's Thanksgiving.
And but you don't just usually do one Thanksgiving.
Oh, at least two.
At least two,
Right?
because you got different families. Then sometimes you have a Thanksgiving party, another holiday
Oh,
party.
Friendsgiving.
Bam, bam.
Oh, you got thing for your work. Oh, you got holiday party for the work.
Eating,
All the eating.
Eating.
Drinking.
all that.
All the being merry.
All that. So you're gonna just keep eat.
Yeah.
And so that's more gluttony. That's more just and you're not eating the healthiest food. Let's keep it real. It ain't like Thanksgiving is a time for salad and fruits and veggies. No, you're eating just
You're eating the casseroles
carbs
and
on
the
carbs.
potatoes and the dinner rolls.
Now let's talk about the dessert.
Finishing off with some apple pie, pumpkin pie, cranberry dessert.
Cranberry dessert. Yes. I was waiting for the cranberry dessert. That's my favorite.
All
cranberry
the
dessert.
things. I actually make cranberry dessert with no sugar now, though. I just use honey.
Really?
Yeah.
Still,
But
though.
I put pineapple in it, so it sweetens it. You know,
What about
there's
the
pineapple in
cream?
it.
What gives it the cream?
There
The
is sugar
coconut?
in the coconut whip.
It's sugar in the coconut whip. I knew something. It can't be not sugar.
I could make fresh homemade cocoa whip, but
Okay.
the last time I tried to do that, it broke, and it was bad. It was all bad.
So there's that. Then you're gonna start eating all that. That's even more to the eating. Okay.
More to the eating.
Then
Then there's leftovers.
before you turkey sandwiches and dipping it in the gravy. Then you got Christmas. Same thing. Holiday party after holiday party. Drinking after drinking after drinking.
All the
It's
desserts,
crazy.
all the
And
sugar.
fact check me on this, but I'm pretty sure they say that the number one liquor sale of all day is Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Number one liquor sale of all day, Christmas Eve.
I've heard that.
To like. So
Excuse me, sorry.
let's go. So I'll do this. I can take that out.
Okay.
The number one liquor sale of all the days in the year, not New Year's Eve, not whatever, but it's Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, people are getting drunk, bad Santa style drunk. Now, what's crazy is then you're eating all the leftovers, all the sweets. Again, it's like Thanksgiving all over again with a different little slight switch to the menu. So that's what I mean about gluttony. So you have this season where everybody's sick and they continue to get sick.
But it's also like the time where they force us, it seems like.
The worst
It's
food.
their tradition.
It's the tradition.
It's tradition.
To eat the worst
To
foods.
Eat all the sugar, eat all the desserts. Stuff yourself with turkey and mashed potatoes and gravy and stuffing and yeah. I mean, I love it. I'm not saying I don't. I love Thanksgiving food. Probably
Khalifa right here
my
saying we're still locked
favorite-
in.
Oh, nice.
Perfect.
Probably one of my favorite holidays because I love food so much. I love cooking all the food for Thanksgiving. I love feeding everybody. I love eating it all. But I can't deny how bad I feel after eating like that.
Now, you feel bad. Not just a little bad. Real
bad.
Real bad.
Like sluggish and my stomach's upset. But then you've been eating, you're so full. It's like, ooh, my stomach's not upset anymore. Let me just go have a little bit more. No. to stop myself from doing that because it's hard.
Now let's skip to, not skip, but let's move it on to where we're at here. Here we go. Oh, simple things too. A lot of people forget to just wash your darn hands. Have your kids wash your darn hands. When you come in the house, just wash your hands. Before you touch the fridge, wash your hands. Just a new one. Just add it. Okay. Remedies, babe. When you do get sick, we have the ultimate doctor in the house. And if you are, I think it's so important for parents to be able to take control of and to have confidence in their abilities to help their household heal. Right?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Now, sometimes you're going to get sick. It's kind of part of human anatomy because we're not going to be perfect. We have outside influences, environmental influences. We're going to need to detoxify and get things out. Many times the symptoms of being sick are just trying to expel these bad things that need to get out. You need a detox. You need to get that crud out.
Yeah.
It comes through different pathways, through different ways, and we make different things to get it out. That's why you're coughing and sneezing and running under the nose. It's getting these things out. But what's going to help us shorten the sickness and is going to help us get back to ideal health, some things that we use in our household. We're going to talk about these. Now, look, none of these people have paid us to talk about this. Nobody's given us a cent, a dime, a penny to talk about these things. Matter of fact, we're spending our money buying these things. Then we just want to share them with you, what have helped us, right? All right. So first things first. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil. Vitamin C. Is this the best thing?
Vitamin C. You cannot go wrong with it. You can't hurt yourself taking vitamin C.
You can't OD?
You cannot overdose.
What's going to happen
on vitamin
if you OD?
C? You are going to expel it.
How?
You are just going to pee it out.
You're going to pee.
Okay? Like a lot. If you overdose, if you take a little too much, even if a lot too much.
A lot too much.
You're just going to have to pee a lot.
You're gonna pee it out. It's going to be bright. It's going to be neon.
Yeah. You'll just pee it out. It's not going to hurt anything.
Neon.
And it's one of the best, simplest immune boosters out there. Okay? Vitamin C.
And you want to overdose when you're sick.
Yes.
You do. So
Yes,
like they're
you
going to
do.
say to take how much a day?
A daily is just one, I think, right?
Yeah, which
one
is
tablet, which is 1,000 milligrams.
But they say that's 1,000% of your daily. So they're saying that people only need 100 milligrams of
I mean, people.
Vitamin C.
The FDA is saying you only need
I don't know what they're saying.
100
but
milligrams.
Here, let's see. I can look it up.
because who regulates the supplement?
Nobody regulates the supplement.
But like the facts that they have to put on it.
Oh yeah, the FDA probably. Okay, so for a woman, 75 milligrams. It
Yeah,
says of
see, that's what
vitamin
I'm
C.
saying.
For a man, 90 milligrams of vitamin C. I want to make sure I was real.
Yeah, so that's why they're saying that this 1,000 milligrams is over 1,000% of what you would need in a day.
If you believe you only need 100 milligrams of vitamin C, I don't know. Maybe just to not get scurvy, you need 100 milligrams.
Just to not get scurvy. That's the
For real.
baseline. Just so you don't get scurvy.
Just so you're not.
At least get 75
Oh
to
my
90.
gosh. Take one of these a day. But really, to keep it trill, like I would rather you not take supplements daily. They're okay. I'm not saying don't. It's fine. But eat your vitamin C. Eat an orange a day. Eat that apple. Eat that berry. Eat that thing that's going to give you the bioavailable vitamins. That being said,
Bioavailable vitamins.
right?
Yes, yeah.
That being said,
And
hey,
more than just vitamin C at that.
yes,
They can't even measure exactly what is all in an orange, but there's way more in it
it goes
than
hard.
just vitamin C.
An orange goes tough. But that being said, take some vitamin C when you're sick. And I would recommend at least 5,000 milligrams a day when you're sick. At least the bare minimum. If you start feeling sick, 5,000 milligrams. If you are sick, at least 5,000 milligrams. Me personally, when I'm sick, I'm trying to hit about 10,000 milligrams a day. 5 is on my low end. I'm gonna try to get 10,000 up in me. And if I gotta pee, fam. But you know what else it's gonna do? If I need some natural fever control, and my fever's getting too high and I'm feeling too bad from that fever, because you know fever make you feel this. Fever turn a man into a punk, and that fever, get a little bit of vitamin C, it's gonna slows down that fever.
It will, but also like just cool yourself down. Like take a shower, get your head wet.
But it doesn't take the fever all the way down. It just gets it to a lower grade so it can keep fighting.
Yeah, that's why you have to do it in tandem with, like don't get me wrong, fevers can be dangerous.
Oh yeah.
Okay, they definitely can be. They need to be monitored.
Oh yeah.
And watched, and you know, if you do need to go to the hospital, then do that. That's your, you know, listen to your body, right? But definitely highly recommend, even when our kids were little, vitamin C.
Yes.
And a warm, not even a cold towel, because you don't want to get the shakes, right? You don't want to give yourself shivers. So put a warm towel on their head, rub their hair, their forehead, the back of their neck, get them damp. That way, as the water cools, your body will literally cool itself down.
Yes.
Because you're damp.
Yes.
When you're wet, when your head is wet, you lose body temperature, like, I forget the percentage, the rate, but really fast, right?
Really fast.
Yeah.
Really fast. So a couple things here for you and the children, And well, we should say this, right? We're not professing to be doctors or your healthcare professional. Mm-hmm. We're not saying that anything up here is going to cure your disease. We are saying that this has helped us tremendously every time that we have been sick. We use these things and it's helped us.
These are things that we have.
There are also things that we've used for preventative as well that have also helped us in our personal experiences. We are not telling you that we are your healthcare professionals, and we are not giving you your healthcare advice as a healthcare professional. We are telling you what works for us. How to give that out there, right? Just for the FDA folks out here. Now, let's talk about the elderberry. Want to talk about elderberry, baby? I think you know about elderberry more than me. What's it gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, elderberry, it just boosts your immune system. Well, they say, I guess. I said they say. I've read a few studies. I've read some that say it's great. I've read some that say it's not. Personally, from experience, it works for us.
Yes.
It helps us get over the cold faster. If one kid is sick and I just have all the kids take it, the other are likely to not get sick. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. So that's just from our experience of using elderberry. The research you do and things you find, those are for you to digest on your own. But from our experience, elderberry does work to boost the immune system and help fight off a cold.
Now, another thing I love about elderberry and all these things that we've talked about so far as well is, are they expensive?
Compared to going to the doctor, no.
No, they're relatively inexpensive. These aren't things like this bottle isn't $80 or something, right? What is this bottle? Was it 12 or 20? 12 or 20 bucks, something like that, between that range. Mm-hmm. So these things aren't amazingly expensive. Now, I want to talk about something that's a true. I do talk about this with much admiration because this has got me through some stuff. When I didn't treat my body right and I needed that, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it, that quick fix. When I need something that's going to bring me back quick.
You think it brings you back quick?
When I need something that's going to jump me back up in the game, going to put me in the game, coach. The Super Garlic Immune. It used to be known as anti-plague. When it was with Nature's Way. You still get it as anti-plague.
In my opinion, this stuff right here is the best preventative ever. So like, don't wait to take this until you feel bad, right? like don't listen to him, okay? Don't wait to take this till you feel bad. Because if I wait to take this till I feel bad, like I feel worse because of how it tastes. And
really?
Like this strong garlic, like I just be like, ugh.
Oh my gosh.
No.
When I take this,
when your family is sick, take a teaspoon a day in the winter to prevent yourself from getting sick. Like garlic is amazing for your heart. It's amazing for your cardiovascular health. And it's so great at fighting off any virus, bacteria, or anything.
Okay, this is why women live longer than men.
Yes.
Because she's like, you need to just take one of these every day.
He said, this pulled me through. I was like,
but this will put you back in the game, coach. Like, so I use this as like
my is better than this if you're already sick.
Look, I use this as my emergency. Like, this is my like, you know, I save this for when it gets tough out here in the streets. Okay.
Don't.
This is my one.
Prevent yourself from getting sick. That's what garlic does.
This is my favorite one. I love this one.
And your heart, it's good for your heart too.
Oh, I love this one. Yeah, so super garlic immune. Dr. Christopher. Get that joint right there.
See, what does Dr. Christopher say? He says.
What did he say?
He says, as a tonic.
As a tonic.
It's a tonic, so you're supposed to take it daily. Take 1 tablespoon a day or 1 tablespoon every hour as needed. Directed by a healthcare professional.
Wow. Okay, so, well, you know.
So if you're already feeling sick, you're supposed to take a teaspoon every hour.
Ooh. Ooh.
That would hit hard.
Ooh, that hits hard. Look, this stuff ain't for tastiness.
Oh, no.
Like, this doesn't taste. I'm going to tell you what's in this.
I can smell it.
Yeah, me too.
Touching the bottle.
Fresh garlic juice. That's the first ingredient. Wild crafted mullein leaf. Wild crafted wormwood herb. Wild crafted lobila herb. Wild crafted marshmallow root. Wild crafted white oak bark. Wild crafted black walnut hull. Organic skullcap herb. Wild crafted gravel root. Wild crafted and organic plantain leaf. And aloe vera gel. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
It tastes awful.
It tastes like that. It tastes like what I just said.
Like what he just read.
What I just said. Now, last but not least, I'd say not least because kids love this stuff, and I do too. It's just an easy way to you want to stay hydrated. You want to get a lot of fluids in you when you're sick, but you want vitamin C, and this does it all in one right here. You put 2 of these in a bottle, you got 2,000 milligrams.
Yes.
Bang, bang.
When the kids get sick, especially the girls, because they can't really take pills as good as our oldest, but this stuff is go-to.
And I've been using that since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Since I was a kid.
Put it in a water bottle, shake it up.
Before they had commercials.
It tastes like, it tastes sweet. It tastes like juice, or like a fizzy lemonade or fizzy orange juice. The orange flavor actually reminds me of Tang.
Tang.
Anybody drink Tang when they were kids? Just me? Okay.
They got a wild raspberry one too.
They got raspberry, yeah.
It's good. I tell you what, I love this stuff. Get you some emergency in your crib when you need it, when you get sick. Okay.
Yeah. Not only that, like it's good. It says it's good for immune support, energy, and it replaces electrolytes.
Oh, yo, you know what? Okay. So when I was young, I used to drink this. It was like yellow. It was more yellow when I was young.
It was.
It was yellow when I was young. And,
I remember.
And I used to drink this when I was a kid all the time doing sports. And I was the only one with this. Other kids had that punk Gatorade and some other punk sugary drinks. And I had this joint right here. And this joint right here used to have me killing. I mean, I was cooking out there because of this stuff. But it did look weird. Like people used to think I was like drinking. Literally, it looked like pee. It looked like pee in the bottle. People used to hate on me.
I think it just depends on
how you mixed it.
Yeah.
How Papa John mixed it made it look like pee.
Yeah. Because you water it down. You can water it down and then like dilute it, you know. I like to take it with the least amount of water.
Sure.
And just get it down.
I think that it tastes better now than it used to. And I think it might be because they're adding fructose in here. I'm not sure if they used to always have fructose, but they do have a little bit of fructose. We always, you know, even we, what's that called?
We're not perfect.
Yeah, but we'll even do a little bit of, what's that called? Contradiction, right? Because we just say, hey, just stay away from the sugar. No sugar. Now this is fructose. That's fruit sugar. It's supposed to be a little different, but it is some way refined or something like that. So again, this is the last thing we talked about.
Yeah.
Just take vitamin C if you can regular. But I do use this.
I think I'm out of chewables, or they're up in my room, I think actually. But you can also get chewable vitamin C.
Yeah.
Which
just make sure
my kids also like to. Just make sure that they don't have
sugar. And that they're sweetened with fruit juice.
Which the ones I have, they're sweetened with like orange juice.
Orange juice. A lot of white grape juice.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but the tablets, they sell them for kids. You can get them 1,000 milligram tablets up to 500 milligram tablets.
Yes.
So
another thing I want to talk about really quick is when you're thinking you're gonna get sick or you're sick, you're trying to get over something. Fasting is amazing. Fasting. What I mean by that is fasting, abstaining from food, when you want to and heighten your immune system, you want to get well, take a couple days during the week to fast. What I mean by that is you don't have to abstain from all water or from all nutrition, but fast. Maybe do a fruit fast, maybe do a raw fast, do some type of fasting. Don't eat how you would regularly eat 3 meals a day and all these things. If you can take a 24-hour break from eating, your body will thank you.
Even I have a hard time not eating for 24 hours. I did a watermelon fast. I could do that. But one of the things that really helped me a lot was intermittent fasting. So like create a window of time where there's, I don't know, some people use 8 hours, some people use 4 hours, some people use 6, whatever works for you. Start big and make it smaller. But like give yourself a window, like I'm only going to eat between these hours, or say like by 7 p.m. I'm not eating anymore. By 6 p.m. I'm not eating anymore, and I'm not going to eat the next day until lunchtime or whatever it may be. It just, our bodies, it uses a lot of energy to digest foods, especially highly processed foods. So if we're able to fast and our body is able to eliminate things properly how it's supposed to, then you will just overall feel better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Fast, y'all. Don't be afraid to fast. Get your fast on. Juicing is another great thing. If you want to do a juice fast, oh my goodness, do a juice fast.
So good. In our area, I know multiple businesses who like they sell you a juice fast. You can go in, you can buy it. It's already juiced, ready to go. Instructions. You don't have to think about it. So yeah, if that's something you're interested in.
And juice has so much nutrition.
So
in
much.
It. Like you will not be short on nutrition if you're doing a juice fast.
Not at all.
Juice, y'all. Juice. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah, stay healthy, be well, take care of yourself.
Journey to health from Journey for Two.
Yeah. Until next time. Peace.
You are now listening to
Journey for Two podcast. Let's check it out.